Among the greatest challenges that a lot of our young people face right now is a sense of shame or guilt, oftentimes remorse, a lot of anxiety. People wonder very deeply in their lives, some even as they approach old age, can I be forgiven? The things that I did in my life that I'm not proud of, the things I did that were wrong, the things that hurt others, can I ever really be forgiven of those? Religious people tend to think that they can go to God with their sins and ask God's forgiveness. That's perfectly legitimate, but it may not be something that is biblical. Jesus Christ never forgave anybody except in a very public setting. And he never taught that we should just take our sins to God and everything would be okay. You could look it up in the Gospels. Whenever Jesus forgave sins, it was often a very, very public circumstance. Sometimes the person was asking forgiveness or admitting their wrong. Other times they had never mentioned their sins at all, but in front of others, Jesus forgave sins. The Catholic Church has held that strong tradition for its entire existence. You see, we're what's called an incarnational religion, and we're a sacramental church. We believe that God acts through other human persons, that God brings his grace to us in powerful ways that can be identified in specific ritual actions, specific conversations, specific matters and forms of celebration. When a child is baptized or an adult is baptized, either at a baptismal font or in a river, we believe that they are, from that moment on, baptized. When a husband or wife says to one another, till death do us part, I will be faithful to you and loving to you and raise children with you. We believe from that day when they made those vows, they are in fact married. And the Catholic Church believes that just as Jesus forgave sins publicly, the church can forgive sins publicly. Some of those sins are very private, maybe filled with shame. Sometimes people have a hard time saying out loud, especially in front of others, what their sins are. And so the Catholic priest represents not only the forgiveness of God, but the reconciliation with the whole community. And in a sense, the priest represents the parish church, the whole community of believers, in saying, God forgives you on this day, at this time, in the same way that God gives grace in so many other ways.